I've lived in this town since the age of 5.
Never seen anything like this?
Never. We've had many floods, but never to this extent. We had spring floods, you know, where the snow melt and the ice jams, but never. This is by far the very worst we've ever seen.
When it started to rain, what did you hear? What went through your mind? You could hear something. What was it?
Steady rain. I mean, we understood that we were going to have a lot of rain. They said 10 plus inches, but it worked out to be 12 plus is what someone told me. You know, and I wanted to see how far under the organ was, because I'm the organist here. It's indescribable. This has been my church always. My dad was raised in this town, and his family. It's hard to take. Because I see that I don't know what we're going to be able, if we're going to be, well, we're going to do the best we can with God's help. That's all I can say.
When you first looked in, what did you see? Can you describe the mud and the muck?
Well, I wasn't able to get in the front door yesterday. I looked in the side window, and I couldn't really tell. I could see there was mud here, but I couldn't tell the extent of it until today. And it's just, look at it. It's awful.
Do you have any idea how much mud is on the ground and on the floor and in the pews or on the seats?
I don't. I didn't take a ruler or anything, but there's certainly more on the floor than on the seats, and more than up here. But I'd say right here it looks like a good 3 inches, and down there on the seats it's got to be like 5, because I couldn't get my finger down to the bottom of it.
It looks like from the sides of the walls that the water was up probably, what, 4 feet?
Yes, and you have to realize that the sanctuary is another foot or more above the ground. So yes, it's at least 4 feet up the wall of the sanctuary.
What's your mood right now?
Mood? I'm very sad. I'm just very sad. That's my mood. We're looking ahead to a lot of work. A lot of work. Even the parsonage. I mean, the parsonage, because our ministers live there, that has to be our first concern. We've got to get them so that they can live, and then we'll work on the church.
Okay. Thanks, kiddo. Go ahead and scoop it up. Lift up, bring some out.
And I didn't get down to the bottom of it.
I know.
Yes, my wife and I are both reverends in the Reformed Church in America, and this is our first parish ministry with Prattsville Reformed Church down here in the valley and Jewett Presbyterian Church up in the hills. So
this is awful.
It's terrible, not just for us, but for people throughout this town that have lost a lot of their livelihood.
How would you describe your church?
Our church is small, but a loving community. I think that we all try to work and serve our neighbors as much as possible here in Prattsville. So,
When you walked in and you saw the devastation, what this flood did, what did you see?
Well, there's mud everywhere. It's kind of hard not to miss the mud. And whenever I'm touching anything that has it, I try to have gloves on because who knows what's in it. But the first thing that we did when we opened the door was just break down in tears because of everything in here that's now just gone.
Not only was your church devastated, so was the parsonage.
Yep, this is the parsonage. This has been standing since the 1850s. Has made it through countless other floods. So we weren't really surprised to still see it standing, but it was a wave of relief to see that it was still here. I know there's countless other houses throughout town that are gone, and we were lucky that we still had the upstairs where our majority of our clothes and bedrooms were, so we have all of that still, which I'm trying to salvage, and I'm trying to salvage some stuff here in the kitchen and dining room as well.
What do you hope for? What do you pray for?
I'm praying for clarity and for God to bring peace to this community.